everyone, welcome to Animal Crossing. Now I've been removing all the old stuff from my island and replacing it to make it more interesting. This is a part 2, so you might want to see the first part, but you don't really need to understand what's going on. This is one of the areas I will create later in the video. It's not the biggest, but I like it. Maybe one of the other areas will give you a good idea to do something on your island. I've been doing some work on the villager part of the island. The little empty spaces represent places where I'll put homes in. Mine's gonna go in the middle of these two villagers, and then this is where the path ends. Okay, so I had a couple problems with my plan, so now I have a different plan for my house. And I think it's a better plan, but I'll save it as a surprise for later in the video. It's been a couple days since last time, and Red was here yesterday, so I got a statue that I thought would look nice. Okay, here's the statue. I'm thinking it'll go nicely with the rest of the stuff around. Okay, so I finished all 10 of the houses a little while ago, but I thought now would be a good time to show them off because of the nice background in the sky. I figured out what color each villager is and used flowers in those colors. I might need to change the last house to white because it looks like Wisp has moved in. It's not winter anymore, which is strange, but I have this path that hooks up to some houses, and then the castle wall has been extended a bit, and then there's this hill now at the end, and the river's here. Okay, a little bit up from where we just were, I have this little waterfall-y area, which hooks into the river and then brings us back to where we were just a minute ago. Okay, so I decided I would do a quick comparison to see where I've improved. So here's the map before I started the changes, and then over on the right there should be the map after. The island still looks weird in lots of areas, but I think the areas that are finished look pretty good so far. This water's way too loud! Okay, so I turned down the volume. But I got the second layer on the waterfall, which makes it super loud. It's not finished yet, but it's getting along really well. After a quick break on the 28th for Festival, I went back to keep working on the waterfall. The waterfall hasn't gotten any quieter since last time, and if anything, it's a bit louder. Anyways, we've got these dormant volcanoes as mountain cliffs, and then we've got that pine tree. And I think all together it looks really nice. Okay, so I've added glow moss to the waterfall, and it adds a lot to it, even though it only took a minute. I'm moving all the houses into their spots, which is going to take a while, so let's move on to some other stuff while I get them moved. So I haven't really been showing the process of demolishing the bridges up to this point, but I wanted to show this one because it's really going to be an important one. Tom Nook talks too much when you're trying to remove bridges or inclines. Okay, fine. I guess I'm sorry, Mr. Nook. Anyways, this is where the museum's gonna go, so I have to clear out the area around it. So eventually the plan is that there'll be 2 inclines, and then they'll move you up to the museum, and there'll be a little bench kind of area, and then a fountain, and then some statues too. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is really important. Most of you aren't subscribed, and if you do subscribe, it helps me make videos. This might be a little crazy, but if I can reach 1,000 subscribers by April 27th, I'll make a super special secret video. Okay, that's the end of my interruption. You can go back to the video now. My house has this house trophy in front of it, and then I have some flowers, trees, statues, and then this mountain which hooks over into the waterfall area. To buy the bridges and inclines and buildings I need to make the island look how I want it to, I need millions of bells, and that's why I have all these turnips. I've been using a turnip calculator that you can see in the description if you want to use it yourself, and it says that it's going to go very high this week. Okay, this is my daily Timmy and Tommy visit. Okay, hello Timmy and Tommy. I'm just here to check turnips. Turnip prices, and... Oh, that's really good. Okay, time to sell. Okay, and after selling all of my turnips, I now have a total of 36 million bells. Okay, so a lot of that money I just made is going to have to go away because I need to get the houses into their spots. So they're over here right now, and I want to get them all the way into this kind of circle shape. I have to move a lot of stuff to be able to get them all in the positions that I want them to be in, which is going to take a while, but it'll be good. But then when I try to do that, it says the campsite's in the way. So I'm going to move the campsite here where one of the houses used to be. Okay, so back up here at the museum, we have both of the inclines in and then the design finished. So then we'll come down here and look at it from here. So down from the bottom it looks pretty nice. But the only problem is this river here, which is going to be pretty hard to hook up to the rest of the river for the island. Okay, so I finished moving the campsite to its final spot and designing the area around it. So now that I've done that, I'll be able to start moving the houses so I can get them in their final positions. Okay, so over here we have the kind of residence section. So we have most of the houses in, we've still got to move a couple in, and then I have the whole area done. Okay, so this is what I've been able to create so far. I still need to wait for tomorrow for the one house to be finished moving, and then I need to move another house in, and then I'll be all finished with this area. Okay, so all the houses have been moved in except for this one over here, which still needs to move in, but it'll be in tomorrow. So other than that, the peon area is finished. In the middle of the peon area, we have this gazebo with some flowers around it. And then there's bushes all over too. Okay, so I realized I had the recipe for these pillars, so I made some of them, and now I'm just putting them around the island pretty quickly. Okay, so I have all the pillars in the peon area, and then if I come over here, I'm gonna make the path up to here. If we come over here to my area, I also have some pillars. Okay, so I have this new giant river in, and then these stepping paths to jump across. Over at my house, I removed some of the statues and then got this new one in. Over this direction, there's more of these jumping paths, and then I'm going to add more forest trees here, but I have this little seating area by this lake. One of the peons asked for me to put stones around the rainbow flower area. Normally I ignore the peons, but this time it seems like it might be an okay idea. I'm adding some trees around this area to make it look more like a forest. Okay, so I have a couple more trees in from last time. And then over this direction, this incline up here, I'm going to be demolishing it. And then it's going to connect up with this path, and then up from there, there's going to be like Timmy, Tommy, and Mabel Sable. Okay, so coming through this little area from earlier, this area, I have a bit of an idea for what I want to do with it. And then it's going to be a very big thing, and it's going to go all the way back here. So I got this little river in between here and the museum too. Okay, so then over up here, we have the new path in, and then that little dirt area is where Mabel and Sable are going to go, and then I think I might put like a little seating area next to them, and then more decoration, of course. Oh, and then I want to put a bridge, like a double bridge. Okay, so right here by Mabel, up here, I'm going to put Timmy and Tommy's, but I think I'll wait to do that until next episode, because it would take a while. Okay, so each of the peons have these little flowers by their houses, and they're in the peons' favorite colors. So I don't provide food for the peons, so they made me add this garden for them. Before we end the video, I wanted to come back in front of my house. Now my mailbox is really loud, so I was thinking of making a post office on the island. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll be notified right when the next episode comes out. If you want to watch more, just click one of the buttons on the right half of the screen. Thank you for watching and have a good day for noodling.